Office with Joseph Skoda. Yeah, today I want to talk to you a little bit about, well, life in general. Are you in it for profit or are you in life to actually make a difference? Now, hey, understand me really correctly. Well, most of us have jobs and have an income of some sort, and we do want to make profit. We want to buy something, sell for a little bit more, make a little extra money so we can buy something else, maybe a nicer car, nicer home, even better food to put on our table. And that's great because we should all want to make a little extra profit in our lives to make our lives and those around us better. But let me tell you something that changed the world for me, or changed my life perspective. When we stop focusing on the dollar, we stop focusing on, getting up here, maybe higher on the echelon. We stop focusing on that better vacation or a bigger house. Life changes in a funny way that we can actually still achieve all of those things. Now, let me just tell you something. I believe in serving others. I believe in doing things from my heart and getting involved wherever I can. And I'm involved in a lot of different volunteer organizations. Now, sure, volunteer organizations, it's hard to get people motivated. A lot of us are overworked, underpaid, if paid at all, and that is frustrating. And we all need to get something out of our work. That could be financial, that could be different kind of benefits, it could be a good food, a good meal. And that's kind of what social media shows does. We have a way to bring people in, give us their ideas, their thoughts on life, maybe even be a little funny on their own kind of show, but they're getting it out there and it makes them feel good. And down the line, the money, the profits will come. But it rarely happens right away. Now, let me tell you, now we're involved obviously with Revolution Radio 2, revolutionradio2.com, and they're doing some great things in our community, in the Las Vegas area and other places. Now, it's important to understand we're all there to make a couple dollars because we have to make a living. But when you take that focus off of making the big buku bucks, as a lot of us like to say, you take a little bit of stress off your shoulders and off yourself and just try to enjoy life a little bit more. Don't worry about the money. Your lifestyle will change. You're going to feel better and you won't have that stress and that little knot in your stomach. A lot of us have this knot in our stomach worried about the day ahead of us or tomorrow, what's going to happen next week. It's funny, tomorrow I'm going to do some training at Cal Poly University. I'm going to do some training about some communication issues. A lot of people still don't know how to communicate, even in the workplace. So I'm going to do a little workshop for about 30 or 40 people. And then next week, I'm going to speak in front of 100 people doing some training on resolution conflict for the city of Santa Maria. Now, how do we get through conflict? How do we communicate better? Practice, that's one way. Join a Toastmasters club to try to get your thoughts out there a little bit more clearly and be ready for an impromptu speech at any given time. It takes practice. Everything takes practice. Some people have a couple drinks to relieve that stress. And it's okay in moderation. A couple drinks from time to time helps a lot of us. But too many of us go a little bit over that. Some might take a little poke, you know what I mean. A little joint to relieve some of that stress and pressures. And others, like myself, I do CBD oils. 5-6 drops on your tongue a couple times a day. It's non-addictive, doesn't make me high, but makes my body seem to be more well-oiled, like a fine oiled machine. We all do what we have to do. In fact, check out my healthy oils later on if you want to learn more about how CBD oils can help you. But I just want you to find a way to get your mind off of, and it's okay to follow or make money. It's really okay. God wants us to make money because the more we make, the more we can help others and serve. But take your focus off that. More important to have relationships, good, solid relationships. A lot of you out there are married and still don't have a good relationship. I know. I can relate to that in my own experiences in the past. Thankfully, life is a lot different today than it was 10 and 20 years ago. Yeah, I was a knucklehead, stubborn, didn't want to learn, didn't want to grow. I thought I knew it all, or knew enough anyways. That's a whole different story I don't want to get into too much right now. But when you just change that focus off of profits and more into relationships, into a better lifestyle, into serving other people, wow, the world really does open up. It does. Doors open. Opportunities come your way. Too many of us have these blinders on. We know what we want, or we know what we think we want, and sometimes we're off base. Think of, basketball or football players or some really good athletes. And their whole life, they're thinking they're going to be that best quarterback of all time and make a gajillion dollars and live happily ever after. As you know, maybe 1% actually do. But what about that great, strong athlete that's, in a car accident, breaks his leg, gets some kind of aneurysm in the head, whatever it is. And I'm not wishing any illness on anyone. But every one of us, we don't know our future. You need to have a backup plan. And if you're focused on being that best quarterback of all time, go for it. Go for the gusto. Now, most NFL players have to go to college before they're drafted. So hopefully you get your degree first in case your arm doesn't work no more. Get your degree in something that makes sense, not liberal studies. What's liberal studies? Become an engineer, become a doctor, learn about history, something else. Just be careful. Don't just get a degree to get a degree. Get a degree to learn something so you can continue to make a difference for everyone around you. I've got a lot of degrees, and they look awesome. And I've learned some great things over the times. Today, I'm a network marketer. I'm in social media shows, in the office, doing some things with Revolution Radio 2, and some other things I got going on. CBD oils, marketing, and I work very much with veterans organizations. I myself am a retired 21-year Air Force vet. Traveled the world, and it's great. I'm honored to say my youngest son has followed his dad's footsteps. And so far, he's made better decisions than I did at this point in his career. So, God bless him. And one more thing, everyone. There is a bigger, higher power than you and I out there. It's not the government. There's a real spirit out there, and I like to think of him as God. He created all of us. He knows what's going to happen in the future. And still we worry like, this is going to be horrible. Everything, there's good, there's a silver lining in everything. Now, I never lost a child or a spouse or some of those things, and I couldn't imagine the goodness out of that. But if we can, deep and just appreciate the short time those people are with us and how they made a difference in our lives, there's some goodness. I'm not here to try to answer any of those questions you may have, because we all have doubts and fear. And why should we fear if we're going to die tomorrow? If you align your life up great with God, you're going to go to heaven. And if you do live and you line yourself up great with not chasing the buck, but making differences in people's lives, you're going to have a more productive, happy life. So really, there's nothing to fear. Nothing to fear. Now, a lot of us are knuckleheads, made mistakes, maybe broke the law, gave people doubt, lied, cheated, and stole from others. Horrible sins a lot of us have done. Make amends. Apologize. Make it better. Pay it forward. Find someone behind you in line and pay for their meal. What's $5, $10, $20? Who cares? Who cares? It comes back tenfold and sometimes even more. Might not happen in your time when you expect to be rewarded, but it does happen when God says, okay, knucklehead, it's time. Let me show you what I'm all about. Well, the point is, stop focusing on what we don't know what's going to happen. If we want to make more money, get involved in a business, get an education, work harder at your job, get that promotion. Opportunities out there. If you're at the top echelon of your job already and you hate it, I don't care if you're making $1 million a year, there are other things out there. Consider CBD oils. Consider vacation clubs. Consider social media shows. Let us know your story, because we all have a story and you need to have a backup plan in life. If your top plan is putting the Lord number one, if your backup plan is putting other people number two, and focusing on that all the time and take it off yourself and relieve the stress the best that you can and pace yourself, of course, in moderation, life will be good. You're going to wake up every day and say, thank God I'm alive. Thank God I'm alive. Once again, this is In the Office with Joseph Skoda. I look forward to meeting you. Come share your ideas. Let me know what you want me to talk about, and feel free to contact me to be a guest on this show. Have a great day. It's always a great day wherever I'm at, because I choose to have a good one. Enjoy your day, everyone. Bye-bye now.